Hey, what's up, everybody? It's me, Vinnie, with the big break here, coming to you live from Beynon Hair Salon. And what's going on, Gus The Savage? How are you?
I'm good. How are you, man?
Good. You gonna get your hair done later on today, I heard?
Possibly. You know, here's this beautiful salon. I like it here. I like the place. I like the ambiance. The vibe is beautiful, so I definitely might just have to.
There you go. Well, we love sponsors here at the big break, and we're here to talk all about Gus The Savage. Now, originally, you came from the Bronx and coming all the way to Pennsylvania and trying to fit in. Was that a little complicated for you?
Yeah, because I was like the new kid in town, so I started school at Riverside, and I didn't know what to expect. I didn't know what to think about it. I just knew that it wasn't going to be anything like New York, and it was kind of a good thing for me moving, even though I moved under unfortunate circumstances. My mom passed away, but moving here really changed like everything for me. It made my life do a complete 180, and I felt like it helped me take music more serious because there was a lot of opportunities for me out here than I had in New York.
Sure. Now, give us a little bit about your background, you know, hip-hop, rap, and where did it all start for you?
Well, let me grab this real quick. So I started in an Xbox Live party with a whole bunch of my friends, and I stick with this story because that's exactly how it started. Everybody was in the party chat rapping, and I was like, if they could rap, so could I. And I did a Started From the Bottom remix. It was garbage. But just like, you know, everyone, when you start, it's not always good. And after a couple years of on and off, I got right back into it when I was 15. Adopted the name Gus The Savage because I was in a relationship at the time, and I played a remix to Straight Outta Compton that I did. And my girlfriend at the time was like, oh, my boyfriend's a savage. And I was like, yeah, Gus The Savage. So like I kind of just ran with the name. And from 2016 onwards, I've just been pushing that out here. And it's been working for the most part, you know. But it's hard sometimes with getting into venues. But we're working on that.
There you go. Well, you obviously been successful, you know, got DI Records based out of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. And tell us, how did that all happen for you?
So my manager, Alana, submitted me back in 2019. And in 2019, I wasn't that ready to be signed to a label. I wasn't as prepared. Like my social media was all over the place. Like I wasn't organized. And after like a year or a year and a half of working with Alana and working on my socials and getting more of a grasp of the industry and what it's like and how I have to be, we resubmitted with new music that I had, and the exec Dakota took a liking to me. He noticed my progression on social media. He noticed that everything was being well put together because my manager was helping me with a lot of that. So at 12 a.m., I get a text message from Dakota, and he's like, you know, I've noticed your improvement. I seen you've been working, and how would you like to be a DI Records artist and have Alana come with you? And I was just like, where do I sign? Well, of course, before I said that, you know, I asked a couple questions. He gave me the rundown, and I got the contract, read it over, and I put my John Hancock on a dotted line, and now we're signed to DI Records. And I just released my first song through them, which is called Baddest Ponte Pa' Mi, and that's one of my favorite songs, and it's gonna be one of the first songs on an album that I'm working on that is set to come out soon, but not soon enough because a lot of work has to be put into it. That is going to be called Bed of Roses, and I have a treat within the track list. I don't want to reveal it because it's like a surprise. I want people to catch it when they see it, but I think it's pretty cool.
Nice, and it's good to be, you know, into your own music first, you know, before everybody else gets to listen to it. So that's exciting. So being on DI Records, you know, sometimes the best text messages do come at 12 a.m. There you go. And Gus, are you excited about the Big Break competition? This is kind of, you know, a little bit different for you, but you said, hey, let me sign up and give it a shot.
Yeah. So like when it comes to competitions, I always get like really scared because I'm like, damn, like I don't know if people are gonna like me. I don't know if people are gonna vote for me. So I always get so scared about it. I'm like, I texted my manager. I was like, I don't know if I want to keep doing this. I don't know if I should stay. I don't know if I should continue to be a part of it. She's like, you have to see it through. Like the only way you're gonna find out is if you see it through. So I was like, you know what? You're right. So I kept with it, and I was like, screw it, I'll sign up for it. I don't usually sign up for competitions because, like I said, I always get scared. But I was like, you know what, let me give it a try. I noticed a few bands I know were a part of it, so I was like, hell yeah, I might as well, you know, like get Gus in there, different genre, switch it up, because I see a lot of rock bands in there. So I'm like, all right, let's throw some R&B, pop in there, you know, stand out from the crowd.
Why not? Now tell us a little bit about your, live, vibe when you're performing shows. What can some of the viewers out there expect?
Energy, lots of energy. I love being on stage, and I love interacting with the crowd no matter where I'm at. My favorite place to perform at is the V Spot during the NEPA scene open mics. The crowd there loves me. As soon as Rich gets on stage and introduces me, the crowd bugs out, and every time I perform there, I give them my all because I know they love seeing it and I love seeing them. So expect a lot of energy, passion. You can see how passionate I get with every song that I perform, and just overall, it's just the stages might just blow up, you know?
There you go. Now, speaking of, this competition is unique. If those who are just tuning in and don't know anything about the Big Break competition, back in September, we announced that, the bands have to include 3 items into a music video, and then they create their own DIY style, basically doing it all themselves, no help with, any of the local media companies or anything. It's all DIY style. And, those 3 items, you think that's a little challenging there for you, or you think you got this?
No, I think I got this. I think I'm going to figure out a way to incorporate the 3 items into the music video that I'm working on, which is going to be filmed next month. It's going to be for that new song that I dropped, which can be streamed on all platforms, by the way. Baddest Ponte Pa' Mi. I don't find creative aspects to things as a challenge because I'm very creative, and I tend to get into my own head and look for things and bits and pieces and places to put them. So I don't think it's going to be a problem.
There you go. Well, guys, thanks so much for tuning in for this week's artist here, Gus The Savage. Thanks for tuning in. And if you guys want to see the other interviews that we did, just basically head over to thebigbreakcontest.com. And you know what? This has been fun, right, Gus?
Oh, hell yeah, it's been fun.
Man. Well, best wishes, and hopefully we'll see you guys, and maybe we'll see Gus if he gets enough votes at the Battle of the Bands round. We'll see you guys later.